Okay, I want to explain something to help maybe some people um to understand the current by looking at history. Um, they By looking at the history, the Western American Empire has over it's already over its historical expiration period. Every civilization has a period that it was on the, I guess you could say, on top. Okay, um, if you look at the Roman times, right? Near the end, the greed, the debauchery, the complacency was so rampant that they didn't see basically the end of their civilization as end of their civilization coming. Now, what's going on right now is probably you want to the closest relation that somewhat you tend to think about is Nazi Germany. But I would actually relate it to almost maybe the state of Europe in the what was it, maybe up to maybe around the French Revolution in France, but in the whole of Europe there, where the divide between the rich and the poor were greatly, um, where which obviously created the colonialization of the New World, which was North America. A lot of the people at the bottom of the economic socioeconomics in Europe of that time made the dangerous journey across the Atlantic to the New World. Um, and I would say the relation to that is close to what's going on right now. The difference is there is no more New World to run to. Um, just on a side note, if you kind of think about in the last 10 years, you always were hearing in the news, oh, they found, whatever, 10 light years away, a Earth like planet. Um, I probably have a feeling that's in a very subtle way, um, kind of hinting that we're near the end of the Western American civilization, but there's nowhere else to run to on this planet, anyways. Now, the thing is, also, I think um, the climate marches in 2019 um, saw the elite saw how the power of the public in real time in current in modern times when they were unified about now. We don't know if climate change is a real thing or are they altering the climate to basically trick us. That could be. Um, that being said, the socioeconomic landscape is very similar to of Europe when in the, what was it, I don't know, 14, 1500s, 1600s, when then they started coming over to North America, the New World. Um, the thing is that basically the old world, Europe, over for the 400 years, but especially in the last 100 years, has has resorted back to the old world greed, complacency, debauchery. Um, and how does the the beast makes sure that it survives in a kind of re-leveling the soil, or like kind of like, cutting out the heart, but saving the brain. The heart is the people. How do you make now what once was the new world now is basically pretty much the old world again? But there's nowhere else to run to. So how do you make the old world new world again? At the same time, the system making sure that it protects its what's the right word? It's cancer, basically. It's dominance, depopulation. The old world becomes the new world again.